when the kids say there's no food in the house and you go to the store without a list and there are mountains of sales that you were not expecting. $1.99 for the big creamers. I took all they had. It's even the 32 ounce, the huge kind. And like I said, I did not look at the ad before I came over. I was just, on my way home from school. Well, I'd stopped at the post office to do all of our eBay stuff and then had to get groceries. The kids for like 2 weeks have been like, Mom, there's nothing for lunches. We're starving. So I just had to do it. And then found that all of these Kellogg's fruit snacks were 99 cents and these were $1.99. Are you kidding? And the last month, every time I've gone to buy creamer, my Hershey's Delight has not been there. Yeah, so I had the guy that was much taller than me grab all the ones that I couldn't reach. I'm sorry to everyone else that loves it, but I've suffered long enough. So I had the kids help me bring in all the groceries. Now I'm getting them put away. I'm rather fastidious, rather picky about how I want things put away. That is why the kids are not helping with it, other than taking stuff down to the deep freezer. But I wanted to come back to these. Okay, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I think I bought, maybe 10 of them? 8 or 10. Anyway, here's the other thing. Some of you are probably like, holy cow, there's no way you're going to drink enough coffee. Even though you drink a lot, there's not going to be... That's insane. Well, guys, what you don't know, some of you might not know, is that their expiration date, I know we're all about expiration dates on here, is August 10th. August 10th. So we're set. We're set. And we've come to really like the caramel macchiato, James and I, my husband and I. And so I did grab one of those. It was the only one of those. But then there were so many of these, and I just grabbed all of those. Anyhow, we're going to get this stuff put away. Some of this stuff, some of the snacks and whatnot, I did also get for our trip to Disneyland. It is only an 8-hour drive. Well, for us, it'll probably be more like 10 or 11 because of pit stops. But stuff like this and the granola bars and whatnot, and then some fresh fruit and vegetables. These will be great for along the way. So see, we're getting all kinds of stuff done. And now laundry. Always more laundry. And watching disaster shows, as per usual. Disney stuff. Oh yeah. Trying to just keep all the Disney stuff together down here. I've got snacks over there in the closet, and toys, and other things that we have packed. New shirt, stuff like that. All right here, ready to go. Trying to stay on top of it. And now working on getting all of the laundry caught up and done, and then if I can just stay on top of the laundry through graduation and Disneyland, that'll be fantastic. There's Lulu, come to get her clothes.
She sent a note out.
So we're back in the attic this morning before it gets hot. I'm grabbing a few things. I'm starting to go through a couple of those, boxes and totes, but with a purpose in mind, because I want to take these paints downstairs. They don't need to be up here. We don't use them because they're up here. They're out of sight, out of mind. I've had them up here because when I had them downstairs, the kids tended to get into them without permission, and we're just going to have to agree on some new rules, but those are going to be downstairs. Also, I saw this candle up here. That does not need to be up here. That should be downstairs with the candles. And one of my main purposes was to grab this bag of stamps and inks. We've had it for over a year now up here in the attic. We have not used it. I found those 3 other huge bags full of rubber stamps. So I'm going to put all of them together into one listing on eBay. So we're getting those things down. Also, because we are heading to Disneyland next week, right after graduation, I'm getting busy getting stuff ready for that, and we've decided to do one day at the beach. And I remembered that we had just found that sand sifter in the bins last week or the other week, and I remembered that in our gifting totes, this is my gifting center, I had all of these beach toys that I got on clearance. Look at this, 60 cents. I got 3 of those. I don't remember how much the buckets were, but they were also on a really cheap clearance. And they were in our gifting supplies. But you know what? We're going to take them with us to the beach. How cool is that? The other thing, Mariah is the VIP in her class this week. And so there's several things that you get to do when you're the VIP, well, that your parents get to do when you're the VIP. One of which is filling a jar with, it's the incredible edible estimation jar. And you're supposed to put like treats in it or something that they can guess how many there are. Well, the thing is, it's also her birthday tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is her birthday. And I have to bring treats tomorrow anyway. So I'm like, you know what? No. In that estimation jar, we are going to put toys because we have all of these that we got organized from Zurchers. We have so many options. It's like, why wouldn't we do this? You know? And I know we'll have enough for the whole class in here. So I'm going to gather up. Well, you know what? I'm just going to take this downstairs. Maybe I'll even just do these. How many are there? I know I just said, oh, let's don't do treats, blah, blah, blah. But I totally just changed my mind because, hello, easy peasy pumpkin pie right here. So here's Mimi. Tomorrow's her birthday. Yeah. And what did these say on them?
Happy birthday.
That's right. And so here is the incredible edible estimation jar. So she is going to count how many there are as she puts them in the jar.
Or in here.
Okay, so got those down here with all this other Disneyland stuff. Next, going to switch out the laundry. And then it's time to clean the floors. And then, my frugal friends, I really think we will have made a good compromise and a good effort at earning today's dumpster dive. So, as I was getting the chairs put up on the table, because I've got to sweep and mop this nastiness, I remembered, hello, I have all these gumballs. We could have put gumballs in the counting jar, but it doesn't matter. What else was I going to show you? Oh, so I got all of the stamps together. So if you are into stamps, be looking for these. I'm only putting the draft listing together today. But 1st of May, when I have new free listings, these will go up probably on an auction. So keep an eye out for those. And now onto the floor. Oh, and I'm going to finally get this nasty floor done. Hold on, baby. And I've got the fish's filter up there draining so I can clean that. And I've got to vacuum the fish tank. So once I have cleaned this floor, gotten the fish tank done, cleaned this floor, and vacuumed this floor, and swept this floor, hold on, baby, please. As you can see, I got all of the yard sale stuff out of here, all of the eBay stuff out of here. There's our suitcases for Disneyland. Got all of that stuff out of here, so the floors just need to be cleaned. At that point, when those things are done and these are put away, guys, we will, oh yes, we will have earned our dumpster dive. 100. And then look at this sheet that my darling husband hung up. I've taken it down a couple of times and he keeps putting it back up. So guess what I have to do, frugal friends? I have to get a curtain. Well, 2 curtains. So if you see any deals on curtains, I'd like to know. Wouldn't it be awesome if this weekend I found curtains, like nice curtains to put in here? Yeah, that would be awesome. Because I can't have a sheet hanging in my front room anymore. I am not 21 years old. But when I mentioned that and how ghetto it looked, he was able to point over here to where I had all my boxes of yard sale stuff. So, and I had them on my porch. They're not even on my porch anymore. I got all that out of here. So, time for curtains. Oh, life. Guys, I've got coffee brewing. We're going to get all powered up. Gonna be ready to do this. Get these floors cleaned, get the fish tank done, go to school. My very last day that I have to go to class, absolute last day, and it's just to take a survey in a class. And then we're gonna go hit up those 2 apartment buildings. That's what we're gonna do. All right, frugal friends, all of the floors have been swept, the kitchen, the front room, and the bathroom. This one has been mopped. Next, I'm going to mop the kitchen. I need to also mop the bathroom, but yes, honey, but I need to vacuum the fish tank before I mop. So actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and vacuum the fish tank, and then we'll get back to the mopping. So in case you've never seen a fish vacuum, well, fish tank vacuum, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and vacuumed. I cleaned the filter, all of that. The problem when you're cleaning a fish tank, unless you do a complete empty and redo, which I just don't because it's a huge pain, you can only empty by 1/3 as far as the water. Otherwise, it's just too traumatic for the fish. So you will not get all the yuck. And after you're done cleaning, then you'll notice all the yuck that you missed settling back down at the bottom, which is incredibly frustrating. But all right, so that floor is mopped. I also went ahead and washed the mirror because it was bothering me having it not clean. Tomorrow, I'm going to scrub this nasty counter vanity, clean that whole thing, and the toilet and the shower. Then those will be done so that when we come home from Disneyland, all of that will be clean. I'll scrub real deep tomorrow since I don't have school, and then it'll just be a matter of maintaining it until we go to Disneyland. How nice to come home to cleanliness. Yes, it will be fabulous. So, I mean, that's something I should point out. I'm not just trying to earn my dumpster dive, but I also am doing a service to myself so that when we come home, I won't come home to a disaster, which will be nice. I also emptied the garbages. There's the bathroom garbage and the kitchen garbage. I still need to empty the recycling garbage can. Yeah, it's coming along, guys. It's really coming along. And then when we get back from Disneyland, we will start into the deep cleaning, which will include scrubbing all the walls. And, do you notice if you have kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, where the majority of the yuck on the walls and trims ends up? Yeah, it's right there at about their hand level. The thing is, I mean, it drives me nuts, but I know that before long, they will all have grown up and moved out. And yeah, I'm not saying I'll miss the yucky stuff, but it is perspective, Part of having all this, dirty stuff is I get to have kids. And not everyone gets to have that in their life. So when you're scrubbing and cleaning and all the nastiness, just keep that in mind. All right, frugal friends. Emptied the recycling, put in a new bag, mopped that nasty floor. Some of you may remember that one of my goals before Disneyland was to have that wall and all those baseboards and trim scrubbed and repainted before we went to Disneyland so it could dry while we were gone. That so obviously is not happening. You know me. I have big, lofty goals, and I do about 60% of what I set out to do, which I still, when you make a ginormous goal and a huge list of things, if you do 60% of it, you've actually done quite a bit and can feel pretty good about it. So I do feel good about it. That will just be something we get to when we get back. School will be over for me. The kids will be finishing up their last couple of weeks, and we will just dive in to our deep spring cleaning. A little late, but hey, spring was late here in Utah. So that'll just be on that list. All right, so that floor is mopped. So is that one. So is that one. I've got my living room. Well, I mean my front room put together. Oh, that feels so much better. There's my graduation stuff that I still haven't shown you. And now to vacuum. I'm not going to vacuum Mimi. I'm going to vacuum the floor, silly head. You're so funny. All right. Oh, I also got down those signs that we found at Zurcher's. And I don't care if it looks tacky. I'm going to use a big fat marker and turn that into an 8 and stick those out in my front yard today. Yep. Gonna do it. Because why not? Oh, and I also got out some things that sold on eBay yesterday. Can I just say how much easier it was to find the things that sold now that we've got it all organized. Oh, it's just freaking awesome. Oh, it's so much easier. P.S. If you're interested in how much things have sold for and what's been selling on eBay, check our Patreon link below to satisfy your curiosity and to support the mission of saving and salvaging. All right, gonna get all this stuff out of here and I'm gonna vacuum. All right, kids, frugal friends. Boy, we have done some serious work this morning. What is left? Well, this is the awesome skirt that my mother-in-law made for Olivia for Disneyland. And I need to get that back to her to finish up the waist. Ellen, if you're watching, I will bring that by this weekend. It just has one last little thing it needs done. We got the floor vacuumed. Can I just say, oh, just like I want to tear out the floor in the bathroom, I really want to tear out this carpet. Oh, it's so horrible. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I want to put in either a faux wood floor or tile or something like that. I'm so sick of this carpet. If I were to put in another carpet, it'd be like a chocolate brown Berber. That would be the only, Anywho, got this room all done. There are our suitcases over there waiting to be packed. Vacuum. I'm going to take that downstairs, but also on the list for tomorrow is to vacuum. Hold on, honey. No, honey. To vacuum the stairs, get all of that stuff put away that I just threw down the stairs because it was in the way. So that is on the list to be done before Disneyland. The other thing, Mimi, turn that down, please. So I vacuumed the hallway and I got all of our winter coats taken downstairs to be hung up in closets because I think we might actually be done with winter. Knock on wood, because it's Utah. You never know. So that leads me to this question over here. So those are library books I need to turn in. We have our box here where we alternately put summer stuff, then winter stuff. So we have all of our gloves and hats and whatnot, which are pretty much all from the dumpsters, by the way, except for like 3 things in there. Oh, the box too. No, that's from a dead lady's house that I helped clean out. But anyways, isn't that an awesome box? Don't you love it? Okay, so next question is, do I bring down, well, I have to bring down the summer towels anyway because we're going to be going to the beach while we're in California. But do I put all this winter stuff away up in the attic yet? Do I dare? It's Utah and it's the end of April and you never know. Like, it's 70 degrees today, but it could snow in like 2 days. So trying to decide, most likely, yes, I will try to put some positive spring like energy out into the universe, and I'm going to put those up in the attic. So got to do that. But I have to go up into the attic anyway to put this backpack up there. It's the one that we found the coin purse in the student bins, the student housing the other day. So I'm going to put that up with our backpacks. I will never have to buy backpacks for my kids ever again. I have 3 up in the attic that are really nice quality, and I'm going to add this one up there. We will never have to buy backpacks again. It's hard holding on to stuff, you know, because we do have such a small house and such limited space, but it does save us so much money. And by getting rid of the things that we don't need in the house, we will have room to comfortably store the things that, you know, we will be using in the next few years. Need to get the stamps, their draft listing done. Need to figure out these things that we found, something that goes with a Beauty Rest Platinum. They're missing all these other parts, but the little tool thing is still there. I don't know. Is that something I should try listing on eBay? Should I throw that in the yard sale? Looks like a murder weapon is what it looks like. But anyway, and then as I was tidying up, I found more patterns. More patterns. But I remember why these ones weren't with the others. It's because the packages are torn on these ones, and that's why I hadn't listed them. So I'm just going to put these in one of my bulk listings as either just bonus on the ones that people are bidding on right now. Just throw these in as extra, or save them for the next bulk pattern listing that I do. Yeah, guys, we have been rocking it out. The one other thing that I have not done yet that I said I would do before I worked on crafts, which I didn't, was to test all this stuff. But I did pull down from the attic more things that need, in fact, to be tested. So in a way, I'm glad we haven't done the testing video yet, because there was more stuff that needed to be tested. So why not get all of it done at once? Makes sense, right? So stay tuned for that. We are going to get to that before Disneyland. Beyond that, yeah, that's where we're at. I've got to do up those last little bit of dishes. And I think that's it. There you go, friends. There you go. Progress is definitely happening. Hummimer, we got to finish getting you ready for school. She's got to get over there. I think the last things on the list for today will just be getting that stuff up to the attic and the backpack. And then, oh, I know what else. I do want to get the van cleaned out a little bit, at least get started on that while I'm out dumpster diving. I can hit up the recycling bins. I can hit up the glass recycling. I can hit a donation bin and drop some stuff off there, but I'll do that when we go diving. Okay, one last thing. I went ahead and swept again the porch and the steps and the walkway because of our tree and it dropping all of its seeds. This was again a disaster, and it's a futile effort. It will happen again, and I will have to sweep it again. But while it looks nice, I'm going to enjoy it. Oh, it does, though. It does look nice. Plus, I just cleaned all the floors in the house, and by having this clean, those will stay clean a little bit longer.